Hello everyone, how you guys doing? We are back here in our single player world. We are out here healing up some things. Did a lot of work off camera. I want to show you guys around a little bit what we've done over here. And what we've got going on. So let me get up to the top here. So we have got all of our wood over here that we built and are still working our way through getting all this stuff sorted. And we added a whole nother room over here, collecting stuff, and we've set up ourselves a sorting system to take care of some of the materials that we've got coming in. Some of the materials that we don't necessarily need. So let me run up to the top here and I will show you guys around. All right, let's take a quick sleep before we take a look at what we've done here. We've done a lot of work. All right, so the first and most important thing is I have got most of our chests down below, sitting over here somewhere. And just picked them up and moved them more than anything. Still got our smelting in here, bed in here. We're gonna go do some building, I think, later here, and getting some of this stuff done. But we're primarily just collecting materials more than anything. Stupid chicken. So we have made some tweaks to our moss farm, and instead of having all of it collecting the moss and so forth in the bone meal here, we've got it all dumping into a system down below. And dumping into a mass composter that is creating bone meal and dropping it into here. And just filling this with bone meal. And we know we got a positive feed on the amount of bone meal just from the moss farm. The other thing that we've got going over here is we have two farms here, one for the warped, and then up at the top one for the crimson nylium and so forth. And we're in the process of filling these up with bone meal as well. And once we get this turned on, we actually get even though this is a pretty quick clock and would chew through this pretty quick, once that bone meal starts going through, because we're getting all the moss, all of this warped stems and so forth, and all the nylium stems up there, we get a significant amount of bone meal. And that primarily, that bone meal is set to feed into this thing. Went and built it, done did it. I spent 20 minutes chopping trees. The warped fungus, and yeah, I was getting nowhere. So I spent some time, and I built this over here that dumps in down into that little hole there. And this is where all of the extra bone meal, so the bone meal comes across over here finally. We'll fill these chests, which it hasn't gotten to yet, and then dump into the system down below. So let's go take a look at that system down there and what we've got as far as some storage. All right, so let's start off over here. So we took our iron farm, and I've got a bunch of hoppers running over here, dropping our iron into our chest of cactus and pumpkins and melons, and they, when they get dumped off, shoot over into a water stream over here. So all of this stuff just gets combined into the, get going there, over into a water stream over there, and gets sent up into our storage system. So let's go take a look at that. That is behind this wall right here. So this is our storage system. And that one dumps in right there into this set of chests right here. And we got our iron going through, getting picked up. The poppies are... Done that so many times. Poppies are heading up and over into the composters over in that other section over there. It's this one right here. It happens to be right underneath the moss, and I always just back into it because it's like right in the center. So all of these get filled up, and that dumps anything that doesn't get caught in the hoppers gets dumped into this water stream. And this happens to be where all the moss is coming down as well. And it dumps into this little stream right here and does one of two things. So the moss, because it's the way that it's coming across, most of the time dumps into here and then cuts over to this water stream, which feeds back up into the system, fills those in. And then the other stuff that's coming over here gets caught in this corner and slides over into here where all these composters are. And yep, sometimes we get a little bit of iron in here, but most of the time these stay pretty clean. Iron is pretty much the only thing that every now and then trickles in bulk into the composters, and then the composters compost it up, send it into here, create the bone meal. Bone meal goes out and it goes back up into the system right there, up back into the moss crater. So it's a perpetual chain there. It's pretty clean, and so far it's done pretty good here. We got our melons in here, pumpkins, the mushroom, the what is this? Crimson warp, our warp block, warp block, and then our wood. So this was 20 minutes. I'm like, okay, I'm done. Wasn't going to spend any more time chopping that up. Doing iron right here, doing pretty good. Bone block and extra bone meal. Probably going to dump this into the system when we start going and harvesting. Moss. Yeah. That moss machine is just incredible. It just creates moss and moss and moss and moss and moss. So that is like completely full. Got our cactus over here. Got our moss carpets we're gonna collect. Doing pretty good on the flowering azaleas. Doing good there. Those are catching up. Collecting the warp fungus. This one, when we turn on that warp machine, starts dumping out pretty good. I've basically got a double chest, almost 2 double chests worth of stuff. Crimson roots because I had a chest and I figured why not keep it. And then I don't know what I'm going to put over here that comes off of there. I've got a couple, that may just be a catch chest where I just dump stuff as I'm going through. And then all over here is just storage. I have literally just dumped stuff into these chests for right now. I'm going to spend some time off camera going through it. Probably the best way to go about it. And then back over to here where we got a bunch of wood blocks and so forth that we need to get sorted through, and I need to build up a better supply of this. So it's my next thing that I'm working on probably, is getting some bulk wood done. Just spend some time chopping trees. And that is about all the major changes that I've done. A stupid chicken. Crazy chicken. Okay. But yeah, I've tested this for a little bit. It worked fine. It does make a mess, I will tell you that. But it does work pretty well as far as the TNT. So let's go take a quick look at that real quick. We got enough in there to do some basics. All right, so I think I'm supposed to fill my inventory as well. All right, so that turns it on. Now we hug ourselves up right there. Just keep putting fungus right there, and look at that. Yeah, so get a little bit out here, and then we will. The TNT does 2 levels of drops, those honey blocks and so forth slow it down so that it really super slow there. Halfway up it blows up, and then right there it blows up on the rest of the way down. All of it is dumping into there, getting through the collection. And that is all extra wood, so we can just sit here and keep blowing that stuff up, but we will not do that. There we go. Yep. And we will turn her off right there. Drops a few more. And that is it. But you can see, oops, how much it leaves inside of the here. And this is all there's still some wood in there, but it does keep these what are these? The warped wart blocks. And what I'm hoping to do is once I can get a little bit of time, I'm going to use these because these are compostable as well, and that's why the whole system is built the way that it is that once I get a handful of these, just going to take a look there. It was a few minutes of this. Once we get a handful of these, get this stack filled up. I think that's what I'm going to do. If not, I can block it off real quick in the short term. But these are all compostable as well, and they're like 2 blocks per bone meal. I get a whole bunch of them per each one. I'm also getting some shroom lights in this. All different kinds of things. So doing pretty good. So what I'm going to probably do here is I need to get a little bit more of this. I'm probably going to run this, go out there and AFK for a little while. Let's make sure that none of this came through. Oops, warp stemmed. That's not a good thing. We're gonna have to probably tweak our little filter system. Well, maybe I'll run it. I'll have to go see. I just dump it in too fast is what it is. Well, I'm gonna run it for a while. I'll clear out the system periodically and get some wood ready for us, and I think I'll head back over to our building area and let's take a gander at what we can get done today. So let me do that, and I'll be back with you here in a bit. All right, everybody, welcome back. We are here. We are building, kind of. So I kind of have, I'm so gonna die. Kind of have my shape of this first house that we're gonna build out. And I got plans, some interesting plans with this. So I hollowed this out, so I got some flat ground here, and we're gonna build on the flat ground. And we're just gonna start with stone. I mean, I'm just gonna go with some basics. I got some other colors in there and so forth, but I'm just gonna build the shape. I'm gonna start to build the shape, and then when it gets dark, I'm gonna sleep. So this is what the walls are gonna be. And we're building here. One of the things that I definitely got to figure out is how we are going to do the roofs so we don't have to fight snow. I know snow's coming. I just know snow's going to be here. It is what it is. All right. So, I need to get some scaffolding. I want to go up. I think that's all I want to have for scaffolding. I don't think I actually have scaffolding here. Nope. No scaffolding. We'll have to build a box. Build a box, so dirt'll work. So we're going to build up some gray gradients into the bottom. I'm comfortable with that. And trying to make this kind of stylistic. I have no idea what I'm going to do for an interior on this, but this is where we're going to start. All right, and I want to go 4 up on this first floor. And my goal here is just to lay out the framework. That's all I'm after right now. I'm not going to try to put in the gradient. I'm not going to try to put in much more than a few windows. I'm not going to try to put interior walls. I'm just going to look at the layout of what we're building. All right. And this is what I want to do is on the second floor. I want to build out and have the second floor. So this whole flat floor here is going to be like a loft, and it's going to walk out to, because this is going to be hills. I want to maintain this hills, and one of the goals I want to do is every house exits on multiple levels. So the front of the house and the back of the house, which forces me to do the backs, have exits on 2 different levels. At least that's the goal. There we go. There we go. And that's going to be the entrance. And it's going to be tough to see with the gray background. Yep, I knew that was going to happen. All right, that is what it is. So that's the first layer. That's the first floor. I didn't go high enough up. Let's fix that real quick. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Okay, so let's go back over here, and this is going to dictate what we do. I'm thinking 4 levels of each one. That's okay. So we're building on the fly here. This is what we do. This is where we come out. Here. And then we have, because it's gonna have that log look to it. We're gonna do this. So we're setting our style right now. And I didn't make enough. We're gonna have to go kill some dark oak for sure. Okay. All right. out, and we're gonna go out. I'm gonna take this down. Just like this. Now, these two I may swap over to the bark ones so they don't have any end. But I do like the idea of them having an end there. All right, so. All right, let's run around. Take a look at this. I like. Yep, this will work. So this here is going to have a loft area in it. So I'm going to say to... I got stair, 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 stair. So right here. This is where the loft is going to go to. And I'm not sure what this is going to look like here. But this is the idea. So this is going to go up to the loft. And we'll do that real quick with just boom, boom, boom. So this will probably be stairs. Ground floor. And I'll go over there. And this is where I get a question. What do I do the second layer with? Do I do it with stone? Or do I do it with something else? So the first floor is going to be 3 high. This one's going to be 4 high. Or 3 high. All right. So we got a choice here, and we're going to do it on 2 halves. So we're going to put gray over here. And then we're going to go and do something different over here. Give me my scaffolding. That one. Oh, excuse me. All right. So I'm gonna need some feedback here. Ouch. And snow is not what I'm looking at. I am looking at white versus gray. Ooh. Not sure if I like the white up there. Even if it was like a diorite or something like that, I think it would be too contrasty. So let's fly up here. I landed up here, so let's see here. Ow. So the white or the gray? What do you guys think? Need some feedback on that for sure. Really? gotcha. Okay. White or the gray? Sorry, I got distracted on that right there. And we're probably good here. I'm leaning towards the gray, to be honest with you, because my concern is that white is a super contrasty color. There's going to be snow. I am going to use snow in here for landscaping, snow and ice, just to blend in with the mountains and so forth. I'm intentionally going to get some snow on the roofs too. So I don't think the white is a good choice. But I do want your guys' feedback. You can let me know as well what you guys think. But I'm pretty much out of time for today to get this uploaded on time. So I definitely want to hear your guys' feedback. Hopefully you guys liked today's episode. If you did, drop me a comment or two. Just let me know what you guys think of it. It's always good to know what you guys are thinking, what makes sense to you, what you guys liked, what you didn't like. You know, that is always helpful to have. Wow, that's really stark. If you did like today's episode, hit the thumbs up button. That's real helpful in the algorithm as well. It's always good to have that information and that feedback. So hopefully you guys did like today's episode. And if you guys want to see more like it, just keep coming back. And the easiest way to do that is to subscribe. So that is what I've got for today. Hopefully you guys appreciated what we did today. Something different going on. Oh, I like that gradient. Even from up here, you can really see it. Sorry. Squirrel. So, again, thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to. And until next time, this is The Wandering Nerd.